If they're not playing each other, I don't know how it's gonna go.
Yeah, because you can sell. Who else is good in the SWAC? Eminem. I know FAMU is
you got
doing better now.
yeah, but you got I mean, but I'm talking about just traveling to
Yeah,
games. You got Southern, Grambling, of course JSU. I mean, them three alone gonna go pretty much anywhere. But like I say, with the hype and the hoopla about going somewhere like that, I mean, it'll be people that normally don't even go to games gonna go to games.
Now, I
So
will say this though, Ray. I will say this though, Ray. I do think that the very first year they do it, yeah, it's going to be packed. Maybe the second year, maybe the luster wears off after a couple of years, and then maybe you'll see the attendance drop or something like that. So I don't know. That's a possibility.
if you
yeah, but
remove
but 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 the thing I'm saying though is
this conversation,
like
If we do what
like
now?
if we remove Deion Sanders from the conversation, are we having this conversation?
yes,
No, no.
because
I
Any
will.
other school
the
that can play
USM game was way before. I'm just giving you facts. I'm naming attendance. I'm talking strictly attendance. I'm not talking about
state,
what the
bro. You gotta
results
play a
was.
professional team. We're not talking about that in the state. They play Ole Miss. They play
It's a
Southern
lot of
Miss.
people playing the state. Don't mean the game gonna be full. I'm just giving you the facts.
Okay.
US USM the last 3 years have played. Well, they played the first time played JSU in '87 and almost got their ass beaten. They never would come to Jackson because it's supposed to have been 1-for-1. Then it stopped for about 20 some years, longer than that. Then they started back up, and I was at the game. It sold completely out. It was more people there than they ever had before. Then uh a
Shoot,
few
I think
years
I may
later,
have went to that game.
yeah, then they kind of opened the door. A few years later, Alcorn played packed. A lot of people. Like I say, no dog in the hunt for JSU, no dog in the hunt for Alcorn. So, and there definitely wasn't no dog in the hunt for USM. USM won twice. The games were still good, but at the same time, we're talking about attendance. So the thing about it, if you got a bowl and it's not too far for people to drive, where you don't just have to fly to get there. I'm just stating the facts. Like people will
Yeah,
go there.
Yeah,
talking
Yeah,
about
people will show up if the games
where
are close. The people are going to
where
show up to these
everybody
games.
has connections. In the state, everybody has connections.
yeah. If you
There's
have
gonna
that game, if you have that game in Memphis or New Orleans, then they're probably going to get. They're definitely going to clear 40,000. I
Yeah,
would expect
yeah.
them
Yeah,
to
Oh
get
yeah,
about
easy,
50,000.
easy,
yeah,
easy.
Yeah,
They'll do that with Valid. When you're talking about the opposing team plus you, they're gonna do
yeah.
that. But it's like Buck said, it's like you got to look at the region. Like anywhere, we talking about Independence Bowl, that's Shreveport. Liberty Bowl, that's Memphis. New Orleans Bowl, which is
yeah,
not really popular. Of course, that's in New Orleans.
yeah.
And
The
then you
And
got
Birmingham
like,
Bowl.
yeah, then you got the
it's
Birmingham. I mean,
perfect. It's
yeah, this
perfectly
this is where SWAC
centralized.
teams act. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, this is perfectly centralized because you can get any of those places that we're mentioning right now. You can get there within 4 hours, 4 to 6 hours. You can still
Yeah,
get to the game, party your ass off, get to the hotel, and then do whatever you want to do after the game.
but I
So
will say this though, outside of the region,
yeah,
especially with it being around Christmas, I don't think you would have the attendance.
you wouldn't have it. It would have to be in the region.
Yeah, yeah.
but we
Outside of the
just got to be
region.
in the region. Does any other school say that same thing? Does any other school going to the bowl game say, as long as we in the region, we can sell out? Now, whoever went to the New Orleans Bowl, where were they coming from
You
last year?
theoretically, right? You could actually kind of, if you theoretically, you could probably go outside, but you would have to go outside somewhere no further than 8 hours. So,
I
like
mean,
for example, let me say this: you could go
uh,
like to Atlanta, or something like that. As long as there's not a home game for Atlanta that weekend or something like that. Hell, you go to freaking Jacksonville. I mean, there's some other options there where it would still be close enough where you still get attendance. So,
Hey,
I mean, because
Q,
like
Q,
last
what
year
was the
as
attendance
long
for
as
the
it's
Orange Bowl
regional,
Classic?
in the
as
New
long as
Orleans
it's regional, it should be all right.
in the New Orleans
What was
Bowl
it?
last year, one of the teams was Marshall, which Marshall is out of where? Virginia,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think. So that's probably why they didn't have like a really good attendance.
But who did they play?
Conversation.
Who did they play though?
They played Louisiana.
Yeah, Louisiana is bigger than the SWAC schools. UL was with the Raging Cajun.
Yeah. Some
They should have had 21 for a bowl game. They should in state. They should have had 21,000 by themselves.
So most of them probably were Louisiana. I can't see Marshall traveling.
Well, you got to think
like
about
that.
this too. Last year was probably they still dealing with COVID for a little bit too. So that had to play into that too.
All right, go back to 3 years ago. What was how many people attended in 2018?
2018 was 23,000.
Yeah, who played?
Middle Tennessee State and Appalachian State.
Ain't nobody coming from Appalachian State to come over there. So.
That's pretty good for those two schools, though.
Yeah, it is for those two schools.
Roughing the passer, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down. Roughing the passer, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.